Hello, welcome back to Risa's Attic. Well, I usually leave this little speech for the end of my videos, but I'm going to start saying it at the beginning. And the reason why I'm saying it, a lot of people don't watch to the end. So I just want to say, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And please consider subscribing to my channel. I know you're a busy person, and I appreciate you coming by and spending some time with me. Today, I'm going to show you my new, I am part of MaymayMadeIt.com. They have 2 subscriptions that you can get each month. One of them is a scripture stamp set, and then they have a secular stamp set. So right now all I'm subscribing to is her scripture stamp set, and this one is called Gather Together, and it's released in October because of the upcoming associated holidays with family gathering, many times going to church with family. And what she's done is great. I've been playing with it. As you can see, I've already fully messed up all of the stamps. But you can find her at MaymayMadeIt.com. All one word, MaymayMadeIt.com. All right, so I've worked today on trying, one of the things that I have never successfully done is embossing. I've watched videos. I have done embossing so many times. And I'll tell you what it usually ends up looking like. This one I did with ink, the new white squid ink from Jane Davenport. And I did the impression 2 or 3 times, and it still did not grab a hold of the embossing powder. So that's going in the garbage. This one I just did in ink pad, and this stamp set lends itself to not being colored. It doesn't look like it's going to work, trying to go in and do all the the coloring with your Copics. I did try some inks. My ink pads have different colors, and I tried that. And one of the things that I was perpetually having a problem with, let me give you a little pointer, is this area here, this area, some of the area down in here was not fully making contact. I repositioned them, and it didn't seem to work out. But this stamp set, I do not think is going to lend itself to being colored by markers or pens. Here's another example of it being with using an ink pad but not coloring it. Part of her stamp set, I really like this. It's going to make into like a little heel. I'm going to show you that in a little bit. And here I am, and here you can see again where it just didn't work right there. I have some embossing powder that is called tinsel. Now, it doesn't melt like regular embossing powder. I did not realize that, and you can see this is just trash. And trying to get it to melt, I nearly set it on fire. Wow, wouldn't that be great? Okay, so finally came to the conclusion that you need to use just regular embossing powder of one color. And on her stamp kit here is so cute. It's got a little, it's got a little light pole. There's a little wreath you can put on the door. It has a little bit of a winding path. It has a gate or a fence, picket fence, and plenty of different sentiments. Now what I'm going to do, well, before I do anything else, let me say one thing. It does look like it tends to be better used with one color of an embossing powder, and that's what I did here. Now this embossing powder would be a really nice white, but I didn't clean my stamp real well, so it did pick up some of the color off of the stamp. But this is on my nice craft paper. It's very thick, and I am going to do a little something extra to that in just a minute. See, I've got bits on this. I did the white in a gold embossing powder that I have. Now the embossing powder that I've got here is by Ranger, and it's just called embossing powder gold. And you can see how shiny it makes it. And I got this one from Hobby Lobby, $5.99. I don't know how much this one was from. Recollections is a Michael's product, but this color, when you do it, it looks like old gold. It's got a green cast to it, and it's not very shiny, so I don't even hardly use that one. This is the one I use because it's more brilliant, as you can see right here. Now what I'm going to do, and doesn't that look lovely? Wouldn't this make a great Christmas card? Now I have started using the We Are Memory Keepers Precision Press Advance, and at one time I called this a mini, but it's not a mini. But one of the things that I had to do, remember I said I was having a problem with the stamp wasn't making contact. So what I had to do is I went in, pulled the foam off, and put another 6x6 piece of black foam on the back. I taped it down with double-sided tape. So now it is making better contact with the whole stamp. Okay, and as you know, I keep flags on these because they do like to stick together. They're very powerful magnets. They're called rare earth magnets. And the thing about these, they will never lose their magnetism. All right, now I'm going to put two things on here. I'm using this. This is used to put down some letters specifically, but it does just as well with regular, and with regular stamps and not just the letters. So I'm going to put that down here with some words and with the little picket fence. One of the things I like about this is I can flip it right over on top of itself, put down whatever I'm stamping, put down, this happens to be Versamark, and it's a very sticky, gluey stamp pad, ink pad, and it's very sticky. Now what I'm going to do, because I'm still having to stand up to get these properly smashed down. There's the little picket fence. Here are the words. And this is making the tree, the little heel, I mean. Okay, I am going to do this again. Like I said the other day, it's frustrating to have to stand up, but you know what? I need the exercise. Standing up to get this done, I'm going to look at it as a blessing. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do it one more time. Picket fence, words, trees, and heel. And I hope I didn't mess that up with it flopping around like that. These need to be washed, but they don't have to be washed immediately. Okay, now I'm going to I'm looking at the little picket fence. It does not look like it got proper amount on it. I'm going to do it one more time. And I'm trying to get this done in the few minutes that I am allotted. It still doesn't look like it's done real well, but I'm going to roll with it and see what happens. One of the things I forgot to do was dust it with this little bag to keep the embossing powder from sticking to places that I don't want it to stick to. Okay. Doesn't look too bad. And what you can do where you see powder sticking to places that you don't want it to stick. Ooh, it don't look like it got there too good. Okay, that looks good. All right, and I'm just going to set this over here because I don't want to take up too much time doing that. Now, my heat gun. All the experts say, turn it on, let it get hot for a few seconds, and then direct it on what you want it to melt. What embossing powder is, it is plastic, little pieces of plastic, and when you hit it with the heat, it melts, and it will change its color. Try to get it so you can see when it changes its color. That looks good. There we go. And then the little picket fence. Okay. All right. So, I love the heel. It's real pretty. I was glad when they said unto me, let us go into the house of the Lord. Psalms. I can't tell what it is. Let's see if I can tell what it is. Psalm 122, I think. Anyway, the heel looks really great. The sentiment looks pretty good. And that doesn't look real bad. But I wanted to show you that. And then on this one, ooh, it's already 13 minutes. Mercy. All right. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this done. All right. Where is... Okay. Now that I'm all trying to get it done quickly, I'm forgetting the things that I need to do. So, what I'm going to say to you is, thank you. Thank you very much for coming by and spending some time with me. I am going to make another film today, and I had to get some refills for some of my Copics. I'm going to show how that is done, and at the very beginning of it, I will finish this off, okay? Thank you so much again for spending part of your day with me. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Have a blessed and wonderful day. Bye-bye.